Good morning. I'm meteorologist Steve Krasnowski with your weather briefing storm scoop update. This is Friday. Wow, feels like we just began the week. August 21st, 2020, and we'll call this one Blips and Burbs. So, let's jump in. It's still August, but it's a whole lot better than it was about a week ago. The clock is ticking on summer. As you can see, waking up to these temperatures is a and these is high today. It's a nice change with cooler air still coming in on the back end. It's a dramatic pattern change. It's the detuning came overhead a few days earlier than the main event. Um, you could see here the Atlantic high's west extension retract eastward, and then in its northwest quadrant gets chipped away by the trough activity. It's a seasonal shift. It's the midsummer to late summer ending as we march towards September. So we have steps 1 and 2 underway. Our first, if you woke up this morning or yesterday, it feels like fall in many places in the country, and it feels great to me. So 1 and 2 are underway as the final phase of the new pattern introduction completes. Step 3, which you can't see, it's down here. Sorry, it got cut off. It's the warmer, humid, showery rebuild we keep talking about. It builds north through late week, but again, not those 90s and 100s we spoke about. And then here's 4. This is day 6 through 8. The Pacific triggers right here, followed by the day 9 through 11 cooler, drier Arctic air to close the month. So this is coming down from Canada. It's nice and cool, dry. A northern trough activity really set the ball in motion. The elongated high with its many tumbling cells, you can see that there. Um, it's quite pronounced, actually. The elongated high with its many tumbling cells, you can see here, another tumble here. There's another small one in there. It's weak there. Up here as well. It's all over. So they're not just tumbling, but they're circulating within the larger overall base and wide cell. So in green, I circled the whole wide cell, the whole what it's working. This is the bigger piece, and these are the inners, we'll call. Um, Tropical cyclones will try to find the pockets beneath, and the tracking for storm will be variable for each storm. So there's just a lot happening in the upper airs of the tropics right now, and it's going to continue. These are some temps, some outlooks. So if you've been enjoying those recent cool mornings and mild afternoons, we have good news to share because Climate Prediction Center favors the below average temps for a lot of those areas and above average precipitation in their 8 to 14 day outlook, which is good for areas up in Maine, New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts, parts of Vermont. They're very dry. They're in some of them are in the severe drought phase at this point. So they can definitely use the precip. I want to jump into La Nina, give a little update on that. You can see there's cooling at the surface and at the subsurface in the east central equatorial Pacific. A significant West Pacific warm pool has developed. We'll have to look at upwelling as well. There's definitely an increasing chance of an official La Nina event. And La Nina impacts global climate patterns, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. Quick update on Invest 97L and 98L. They're both organizing this morning. They'll likely be tropical depressions or storms by this weekend, and I think one really has a chance to make a run at the southeast coast, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Right where we've been talking yesterday, I spoke about the pool of water off of the southeast coast here. It's still warm, and we need to keep an eye on that. So this will go with the update on the tropics. So this was the water temp, but I'll pause on this for a second. You're going to see 97 will likely turn towards the Gulf, but we don't know how strong that'll be and if it's going to head towards Texas or if it's going to head more towards the peninsula. A west-northwest track resumes for 98, which will likely develop into a tropical depression while moving northwest over the next few days. It's going to wobble, and then it'll either hit Florida or go underneath and maybe find itself where 97 is. So it's just a lot to take on. I mean, the water, again, this one remains over water right now before it heads over to land. This water is super, super warm, so we can definitely charge up with our storms. And now it's the outlook from the CPC for those temps. So again, I showed this up before with the precip. I just wanted to make it a little bit bigger, and you can see some 40s really creeping into a good part of New York State. It's just fall's coming. And then finally, a few more things. The next high is bathed in cold Arctic air, so when that arrives, it will definitely be chillier. Will, of course, moderate as it advances into the region in the last few days of August. The position will matter. It will follow the Gulf of Alaska disturbances, which reinforce the trough. And our warmer temperatures will start to fall back as the active weather comes in from the Gulf of Alaska. And we talked about that earlier. So a lot of these disturbances are things we spoke about a little earlier. I just wanted to put the date out there and all that. And then finally, just want to leave with this. As of today, the mid 80s will return with some urban corridors in the upper 80s over the next 5 days. Lows in the mid to upper 60s for most. A few low 70s in the New York, New Jersey metro areas, down into the mid-Atlantic urban corridor, Philly, DC, that sort of thing. Increasing advance of showers and thunderstorms from the south. So, it's still summer. We're getting there. Last thing I wanted to show, because we talked about it a lot, is the Apple fire. We were talking about this a bunch, and it is now at 95% contained. But, we've been talking about this for almost a month now, so just wanted to share that. Anyway, I am done for the day. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.